Do I need to start doing intros like Matt and Tommy? My 3 burning questions for the 2025 Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. I feel like that vibe's just not me. We're here today to commemorate a great moment in Formula One history. A moment that a certain section of the fandom will remember for years to come. One that we commemorate today on its 1st anniversary. To be fair, I can't remember exactly when Imola was last year, so it's not actually to the day. But you know, it's close enough. And that day is the day that Carlos Sainz showed up to the Formula One paddock in full Ron Jeremy cosplay. Oh, that's hot. Ow. Okay, now that I've put everyone off who just enjoys watching AI-generated faceless channels, let's kind of move on with this. Kia ora, my name's Kimmy and I talk about Formula One and the world's second worst accent. Okay, we got that out of the way. Welcome to my 3 burning questions for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix 2025. Probably the number 1 question I have about this weekend's Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix is, will we actually get a race or will we get yet another procession? I know I've said it before. Like, I like Imola. I just don't think it's a great Grand Prix circuit. It kind of came back because of COVID. Has it had its contract renewed? I can't remember. Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. I really hate it when I have my face at that angle because my nose and my chin, I look like a witch. I'm very fully aware of that. Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. There is no mention of renewal. Imola F1 contract. So this could potentially be the last year that we see Imola. It hasn't been confirmed if it'll be like rotating with another circuit at this stage. And I'm not going to miss it. We might not ever get it back. And it would be nice to get it back, just, you know, upgrade it a bit. Made a bit better for racing. Made a bit better for contemporary cars that have actual safety features. Yeah. There's been some okay moments at Imola in the last few years, but let's be honest, they haven't exactly been thrillers, have they? Will it actually be a good race this weekend, or are we in for a snooze fest, and will I fall asleep on the sofa? I won't fall asleep on the sofa because I never fall asleep, because I always find something to be interested about at some point. Will Franco Colapinto actually be good? So the thing is, about Franco Colapinto, I feel like the hype here is a bit OTT, you know. Yeah, he did alright last year. He had quite a few accidents. Let's be real here. He had more than a few accidents. And he also probably, I would say, didn't really have a lot to do with being in meeting rooms discussing the development of the car. Williams was just like, hey Franco, Logan Sargent sucks. Can you drive for a bit? And he was like, yeah, sweet. Here's some sponsorship money. And Williams was like, hey, and now here we are. Yeah. He's a character, but I think the hype has been a lot around A, his personality, B, the fact that he came out of the gate swinging, and C, he comes with a fair amount of money, and, you know, if you want to keep receiving that money, it pays to hype your driver up a little bit, so that sponsorship deal is kind of front and center and they're getting what they're paying for. So do I think that Colapinto is going to immediately go out there and start pulling off crazy overtakes in that Alpine? No. Do I think he could maybe get a 10th place? I mean, it's Imola. It's not the easiest of circuits. It's pretty narrow. There's a lot of grass. It's supposed to rain on Monday. Maybe it'll rain on Sunday. I don't. I think he's going to crash. I think he's going to crash. Let's be honest. And final question is, will we get another McLaren win? Yeah, probably. Although Max, I think, could certainly be a big challenger this weekend. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. The pace of that McLaren it feels like the pace of the Red Bull in 2023. Maybe not quite to the extreme, not as consistent across various different types of circuit, but the pace feels like it's only getting better as the season goes on. Like McLaren just continues to improve and improve and improve, and everyone else is kind of struggling because they've already sort of hit the ceiling of their concept. McLaren, they have not, I think, yet hit the ceiling of their concept. So unless one or both of them crash, I think that we probably will be seeing another McLaren win this weekend. Although if they crash into each other, I would really rather enjoy that. Not because I have anything against Oscar or anything against Lando, but because I just enjoy that kind of intra-team drama. The racing, the engineering, and the intrigue. It's a whole package, and I feel like this year we haven't had that much intrigue. And even last year, we didn't have that much intrigue. People manufactured some beef between Max and Lando. People manufactured beef, as they have been doing for the last few years, between Carlos and Charles. People manufactured beef between Lewis and George, although, to be fair, I kind of imagine that one was kind of a bit true. It's just Toto Wolff knew how to shut everyone up about it. So I want to see some proper beef. I want to see some proper beef in the McLaren garage. And you know, as much as we Kiwis like to find our tiny little connections with everything we possibly can, and as much as New Zealanders like to say, oh, McLaren, you know, that was started by a New Zealander, I don't care about that. I don't care. That doesn't make me like them. And let's not start that national anthem bullshit again. That was nearly the dumbest discourse that I've seen on the internet. And I have seen a lot of dumb discourse. So what are you curious about for this weekend's Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix? Do you think that this crazy ass rumour that Christian Horner is about to be fired is true? Where the hell did that come from? Somebody please tell me. What do you think Flavio's first official weekend in charge is going to be like? And do you think that maybe Fernando Alonso can finally get a point? Dear God, please. Please. I can't take this anymore.